numbers on a paper.
Hello dear friends, welcome to Humble Mark Academy. In this video guys, we shall be looking at a qualitative study of the root test or the Cauchy test, friends. So guys, stay connected and watch the entire video. That way you're going to understand the entire concept involved. So guys, before I get started, let's introduce ourselves. I am Omenjo Macarius and this is Humble Mark Academy, where I take complex science concepts, those concepts that students find it very difficult to understand. I break them down into tiny pieces so that any student across the globe watching me can understand the concept and score the best of 100% in his or her exams. In exchange, guys, all I want you to do is to hit that subscribe button looking at you, because that is the only way in which I am going to help you. And friends, please give the video a thumbs up. That goes a long way, friends, to motivate me. It fuels my ability to produce more great content for you guys. Thank you very much. Please drop a comment in the comment section below, guys. I look forward to replying all of your comments. Thank you very much, guys. Share the video out with others so that you can have access to great and important contents like this. Let's get started, friends. Great, friends, great. All right, let's get started, friends. Let's suppose, friends, that if we have a series such as is the series from n equal to k to infinity of some sequence an, then friends, if we can take the limit as n goes to infinity of the absolute value of the nth root of an, guys, if we have some value, we can call that L. Now guys, let's look at some cases. If our L is less than 1, then guys, the series as n goes from k to infinity of an is simply converges, okay, or is convergent. I'll take it again, guys. If we have some series such as the series from n equals to k to infinity of an, if we take the limit as n goes to infinity of the absolute value of the nth root of an, guys, if we have some value which can call that L, if L is less than 1, then the series as n goes from k to infinity of an is convergent. So guys, the reason for this absolute value sign is because we don't want anything to be negative. But since taking the nth root of something means it therefore means that the sequence itself has to be positive, means you can omit the absolute value sign and you'll be good. Okay, great. Keep in mind that the root test is used for positive series, okay, only for series of positive numbers. Great. All right, so guys, this is the first case when L is less than 1, the series is convergent. What then happens, friends, if L is greater than 1? It therefore means that the series as n goes from k to infinity of an is what? Divergent. Now friends, what then happens if L is equal to 1? It therefore means, friends, that the root test is inconclusive. Namely, guys, the root test has nothing to say about the convergence or the divergence of our series. Great. All right. So guys, these are the conditions that you have to master. Okay, these are the conditions that you have to master so well, guys, so well. All right, let's take some example, guys. Let's test whether or not the series we have diverge. All right, the first case is the series as n goes from 1 to infinity of 1 over e raised to the power n squared. The second case, we have the series as n goes from 1 to infinity of 5n cubed plus 3 over 2n cubed plus 1 all that raised to the power n. Great. All right, guys, a very important note, friends, very important note. Each time you'll be given a series, because friends, questions like this will not specify what series technique you're to use. Okay, they won't specify. You're the one to use your knowledge of calculus and the fact that you've been solving so many questions to further understand the concept now, to determine which of the series tests you're to use. Most often, friends, the questions will just tell you to test whether the series you have converge or diverge. The methods will not be mentioned. But friends, in such a case, each time you have the sequence of the series raised to some power, we can call that n, or whether you guys raised to n or n squared and so on and so forth, guys, it is a good hint for you to use for you to give the ratio for you to give the root test a try. Great. It's a good hint. Each time you have it raised to some power n, it is or n squared, friends, it is a good hint to give the root test a try. For the ratio test, each time you have, like I said initially, right? Like I said initially, because I made a video on the ratio test with you guys. For the ratio test, each time you have it raised, each time you see some factorial involved, okay? Each time you see some factorial involved, guys, it's a good hint for you to give the ratio test a try. Great. Each time you see factorial, think of the ratio test. Great. All right. So guys, let's look at the solution. Let's start. Let's look at the first, which is the series that n goes from 1 to infinitive of 1 over e raised to the power n squared. All right. So guys, like I said, like we talked about here, we simply have to get the limit as n goes from the limit as n goes to infinitive, guys, of the nth root. Nth root, guys, as you can see, I've omitted the absolute value sign because the series is already that of positive numbers. Great. All right. So we have the nth root of 1 over e raised to the power n squared. But guys, what is meant by the nth root of something? It simply means the interior of that thing raised to the power what 1 over n, right? Great. Keep in mind that we still have an n squared on the denominator. That therefore implies we can therefore have the limit as n goes to infinitive of just 1 over e raised to the power. This n squared can go up. We have n squared over n. And n squared over n, guys, simply give us what? Great. It simply gives us n. Great. So we are therefore just going to have the power here being equal to n. And when n goes to infinitive, right, we are simply going to have what, guys? Since the top of this fraction is less than the bottom, it therefore means that this our limit simply goes to 0. But friends, if I am marking your paper and I just see 0 and you end there, guys, don't be surprised that I won't give you a mark. Okay, don't be surprised that if I'm your teacher, that's if I'm teaching you. In fact, my students that are listening to me, they can already start contemplating, because if I give you such a test in such a question on your test, and you just tell me that you have 0, no mark, guys, you won't have a mark. But what will make me to actually feel happy with you is that you should tell me that from case number 1, L is less than 1, right? 0 is less than 1, obviously. You should tell me that 0 is less than 1, and hence we have a convergent situation, right? So you can come back now and tell me that the series as n goes from 1 to infinity for 1 over e raised to the power n squared converges. Sorry friends, sorry, I don't know why I'm always saying die. All right, so converges by the roots test. Great. Once you give me all of these friends, I'm going to be super happy and you're going to have all your marks. Okay, I'm going to be super happy. Great. All right, so friends, that's how you can answer the first part. It was pretty easy, right? All right, let's look at the second part, which is the series as n starts from 1 to infinity for 5n cubed plus 3 over 2n cubed plus 1 raised to the power n. Great. All right, so guys, like I said, all we have to get is the limit as n goes to infinity of the nth root of 5n cubed plus 3 over 2n cubed plus 1, all right, raised to the power n. So guys, like I said, the nth root simply means what? That quantity raised to the power of 1/2, that quantity raised to the power of 1 over n. The n can cancel with the one we have here, right? So we are therefore going to be looking at the limit as n goes to infinitive of just 5n cubed plus 3 over 2n cubed plus 1. But friends, when n goes to infinitive, we have on the numerator, positive 3 has nothing to say compared to 5n cubed, right? Likewise, on the denominator, 1 has nothing to say compared to 2n cubed. In other words, guys, you simply care about the dominating powers, which are simply what? 5n cubed and 2n cubed, right? So in such a case, guys, we are never going to see this guy turning into what? 5 over 2. Since the degree of n in the top is the same like that of the bottom, we can just simply cancel them off. We are going to be seeing just 5 over 2. But friends, what do we say about 5 over 2? Like I said, if you just tell me you have 5 over 2, guys, I'll mark it wrong, okay? Because you haven't arrived at the answer. You haven't concluded. You should conclude first of all, guys. All right, you haven't concluded, so you should conclude. So you should tell me that 5 over 2, guys, as you all know, is about 2.5, right? Great, about 2.5. Is in fact it's 2.5, not about 2.5, it's 2.5. So you should tell me that, guys, that this is what greater than 1, right? It therefore implies that there's a divergent situation, right? Great. So you should tell me that hence the series as n starts from 1 to infinity for 5n cubed plus 3 over 2n cubed plus 1 all raised to the power n diverges by the root test. Great. So guys, that's it for the video, guys. That's it. If there's something you don't understand, guys, please let me know in the comment section down below. I look forward to answering all your worries, every problem you have, guys. I am here to answer them. Please guys, leave a comment in the comment section below, guys. It motivates me a lot. It fuels my ability so well. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss each time you upload new contents. Thank you very much, guys, and have a blessed